As a society, back about 50 years ago, what we did was we monetized our home. If you go back probably to the late 60s and early 70s, you see historically a big change. The change was that people began to look at their homes as an investment. They began to talk about it as something that they could make money at. I remember growing up in Kaneohe in the 50s, where my mother and father's home cost a grand total of $12,000. And even at that point, at that time, 70 years ago, it was a very expensive thing. But by the time the 70s came along, that $12,000 home was now around $50,000. So we think about it, within a 25-year period, it had gone up an incredible amount of money relative to what it actually was. It was somebody's home. And I remember when I was working in the early 70s that if you made $5,000 a year in the early 70s, homes could be bought for $50,000. So there was a ratio there of about 10%. But if you think about it where it is now, the homes are at $1 million. Our salaries have not kept up with that. So we are now faced with a situation where the value of the home is so high, but our incomes have not kept up with that.